Hello friends, so I am going on a walk today in this Monday holiday weekend, long weekend. And what I wanted to discuss today was stress and eating, because that is a universal thing that happens with all of us. And I think that before I begin, I want to have a couple of provisos. Is the fact that in my job, I'm going right now through a lot of stress due to several variables, but I don't think it's really relevant to the reasoning why or what's going on. Why? Because we all experience stress at work, in our personal life, or when things are going either good or bad, doesn't matter. I think that the importance here in the conversation is to do with what do we do about it. And what we do about it is basically the fact that we all deal it differently, but most of us deal it with some sort of food, drink, things to make us less stressed. So let's dive in. But before I begin, my name is Jessica, and I engage in conversations about weight loss, weight-related disease education, and how to achieve weight loss in an affordable way that honors our way of living. And yes, it's very hard to keep the camera on me and steady. So, stress. So, when stress happens, there's a bit of a shutdown, I think. At least I experience it, where you just try to deal with whatever it is that's happening and whatever level of your focus needs to occur. For example, for me at work, I need to focus my stuff on at work, and by default everything else falls apart. Now, before, I used to be able to manage with exercise and just keeping my time on my own, but there comes a time where your cup does slip over because there is a threshold, and the threshold, when it's reached, it just becomes unbearable. And I think that's part of the reasoning why I have been struggling. Now, if you haven't seen my other videos, you know that I have been going through a bit of a over hunger situation, especially now that I hit a new low in weight, and then that sent me into a spiral of being overly hungry, having huge issues with my body image, and not being able to deal with stress. As a result, I haven't actually weighed myself at all since that time, and I haven't actually counted calories because of that, because I am going through it. Do I need therapy? Probably. And has this happened before? Yes, in a few degrees it has, where I have been, whenever I hit a low, there's been a bit of a reset where I am overly hungry and stuff like that. But what is unique about this situation is actually to do with the fact that it's more that there's the addendums of me trying to deal with, situation A, B, C to do with work, and the fact that my threshold in terms of what I can give as a person is exceeding. As such, everything else falls because I just want to deal with that. I just want to get that done. And so my pursuits, like counting calories or being able to feed myself in a way that I like, which is cooking, which is I cook Like I want a burger, I bake it. I want to, I want some Peruvian food, I make it. I don't buy it just because to control my weight. No judgment. Now, I will be starting to do the meals, the blue menu meals, or the low calorie meals, the packaged stuff. Why? Because right now I cannot deal with anything else. Yes, I am aware of the sodium content. Yes, I am, but I'm doing the best I can. And you probably are too. And I am a very faulty individual. And right now, all I can manage is the microwave. And I am baking, but because that requires me learning and stepping away from my job. So that's why I really enjoy baking right now and just doing something that's so different from anything else, right? Including weight loss. So stress is so detrimental because it makes you hungrier. It makes you not want to deal with things. And I think as such, when these are the moments that you can't deal, you need to be able to just focus on what it is that you can do. And when it comes to weight loss, I think sometimes you just need to take a step back and just deal with whatever you are dealing, which does include increasing your calories, because I have done that. I have to. When I am actually counting calories, or I am on a caloric deficit, I typically am in the range of 1,800 to 2,000. I am not able to do that right now. Absolutely not. 1,800 calories, forget it. I have tried, but I hit about 2,000, I'm still starving. So I'm allowing myself to go up to 3,000, about 3,000 calories to be able to actually manage my own dealings. And I am working out the same as always. I'm not really increasing anything in that scope. I'm just doing what I typically do because I don't think I can manage anything else. Right now I'm going for a walk, just not necessarily to do anything, but just enjoy the warm weather and try to make my life a little bit more like when I plan things, like, okay, I'm gonna bake at this hour, I'm gonna walk at this time. It just, for me, as a person that has ADHD, and I deal with schedule stuff. So my Monday, even on holidays, would typically look the same as a Monday that is work, which is very highly regimented, meaning that I get up at a certain time, I work out, I have breakfast, I take a shower, get dressed, ready for work, log in. Like, it has to happen in that for me to find sanity. So, and that's what I cling to when I have stress. So maybe we should all do that. Cling to the things that makes us be able to cope. And there might be maladaptive, but if they're not in inherent harm, meaning that if you are going to, for example, like I have increased my calories, if they're not impeding in inherent harm, which means I am eating at 3,000 calories, then there's nothing wrong with that. Make sense? Makes sense. Have a wonderful day, and I wish you health and happiness. I'm gonna cross the street.